Yes. What on you? The new one? Oh, yeah. She gave it.
Om Sahana Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dayagaram Dayagaram Dantam Dharma Pravartakam Pranamami Dayanandam Madhacharya Varam Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Yesterday we saw what the Upanishad does. The Upanishad is an agent noun, meaning agent means it should be the author of some actions. So, what are the actions? It is revealed by the root verb shadl, sad. And we talked about three meanings this root verb has. What are they? Visharati, very good. Visharati disperses. What does it disperse? Wrong notions about the I, about the Jagat, about Ishvara. This is what it disperses. And then avasadayati. Avasadana means not only disperses, because like the fog, if it disperses, what will happen? Next day it will come back. So, unmulayati takes it out along with the root. This is important. And what is the root here? Ajnanam. So, disperses wrong notions about Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, I, the world, and Bhagavan, God, and then disperses that, and then what does it do? It removes it totally along with its root cause. Because as long as the cause is there, then these wrong notions will keep coming back. What is the cause? Ajnanam, Abba. Okay. Atma Ajnanam. Self-ignorance is the root cause of all these wrong ideas, wrong conclusions, wrong notions about the I. And then, what's the third thing it does? Gamayati. Gamayati means what? Not goes. Leads. Yeah, causal. Yeah. Gachati, goes. Gamayati, makes one go. Where does it make one go? Brahma Gamayati. Very good. So it takes one to, leads one to Brahman. What is this Brahman? Myself. So it makes me do a U-turn. Yes. So that is what the whole thing is. Very we saw this is what it does, and upa and ni are prefixes. And what are these prefixes? Upa. And so what does it do? What is the subject matter of these three actions? The subject matter of these three actions is revealed by the upasarga. Upasarga already has upa there. So by this prefix upa, the subject matter of the place of operation of these three things. What are the three things? Visharati, avasadayati, and gamayati. What is the locus of this action? That is signified, hinted by the word upa, which means the place of operation is very, very near to me. In fact, it is centered on the eye. And the eye that is besotted with wrong ideas, wrong notions all over the place is the one that is now totally, totally freed. Then what else is there? Then ni is there. Ni means definitely. Some people definitely means it will take you back to yourself. It will remove samsara completely. Some people take the prefix upa to mean sitting near a teacher. That's also okay. But this really clinches it, the way we look at it here. Adi Shankara's way, not, this is how the parampara takes it to be. Now, every Upanishad belongs to a particular Veda. And every Veda has what is called a Shanti Mantra. We already saw Shanti Mantra. We saw it in detail. What is Shanti Mantra? Designed to have the mind focused and be present and be engaged in the subject matter of the study and not be distracted. This is the purpose of the Shanti Mantra. We saw the Shanti Mantra, we chant every day. What is that? Sahana Bhavatu. That is a Shanti Mantra belonging to Krishna Yajurveda. Purnamadaha Purnamidam is a Shanti Mantra belonging to Shukla Yajurveda. Yajurveda has two recensions. One is Shukla Yajurveda and another is Krishna Yajurveda. So then, like this, all the Vedas have Upanishads tacked on to them at the end. That's why they are called Vedanta. They occur at the end. So then, Rig Veda has Aitareya Upanishad. The Aitareya Upanishad belongs to the Rig Veda. And then Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Ishavasya Upanishad belong to the Shukla Yajurveda. Krishna Yajurveda, there are many, like Katha Upanishad, etc. And 3-4 Upanishads are there like that. And then what else? Samaveda, Chandogya Upanishad, Samaveda, just the famous ones we are talking about. And then Atharva Veda has many Upanishads, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taittiriya Upanishad also, Krishna Yajurveda. And then this Upanishad also belongs to the Atharva Veda. So we'll begin by chanting the Atharva Veda Shanti Mantra. You will learn how to chant it today. So do not follow, do not chant along with me if you don't know how to do it. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः Swasti no brihaspatirdadhatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very nice Shanti mantra. We'll spend a little bit of time understanding its meaning. Om, all the Shanti mantras begin with Om, which is the word for Brahman, Bhagavan. Om. And then it's a series of prayers. Please, oh Lord, may I get this? May I have this kind of a disposition? May I have this kind of a mind? All these things are there. So, Bhadram means auspicious. Karnebhihi. Karnebhihi, there is no such word. It's Chandasam. Chandasam means Vedic license. Vedic, poetic, or prosaic license. Since the Vedas are apaurusheya, we do not question, even we do not say, oh, there is a mistake. It's not a mistake. It is how it is. We take it as Chandasam. Chandasam means it is got a special license. And this we do so that we can maintain the Shraddha. Otherwise, what happens? That the Shraddha goes. If I keep correcting everything, if I keep correcting the Veda, I'm no longer a student of the Veda. I am a proofreader. This is what happens. A very sad situation to be a proofreader of to get myself converted from a student of the Veda to proofreading the Veda. What a travesty. So therefore, we don't touch it. Even in the daily prayers, we'll see this. What is that? Atma Yanamaha, Atmalinga Yanamaha. There is no Atma Yanamaha. Atma is not like Rama. It is not Akaranta. It is not ending in A. So therefore, it is Nakaranta. So it will be Atmane Namaha. But we don't correct. We don't say, okay, you have made a mistake. All this is seen as poetic license. Vedic special poetic license. So, Karnebhihi, we can say Karnabhyam. Along with my 2 ears, Bhadram, auspicious. Shrinayama Devaha. O Devas, O Devas. Devas means all the manifestations of Bhagavan that are there. O Devas, may we hear. It's a collective prayer. Beautiful. May we hear only that which is auspicious with our ears. May we hear only that which is auspicious. What does that mean? Can we engineer that in the everyday? Can we only listen to what is auspicious? Show me at least one sign of life. No.
It's not possible.
It's just not possible because we are not in charge of what we hear. Hearing takes place, hearing happens. If the ears are open and the mind is behind the ears, hearing happens. And so, therefore, this cannot be engineered. So then why this prayer? Because this prayer is just for this strengthening the resolve to let go of hearing that which is not auspicious. Let's say one is walking. You come upon 2 people who are gossiping. Yeah. They are gossiping about somebody else that you know. Naturally, you feel like participating. Naturally, you feel like saying, oh, I know this person. First, you feel like saying, wonder what they are saying. Let me go and hear. And then you feel like either siding with them or refuting them or telling a few more things about that person. This is abhadram. The word bhadram is very beautiful. It's just like, there is a ghanata about it. There is a certain, carries a certain weightage of auspiciousness. So here, we can't, the first instance of the gossip coming to the ears, I am not in charge of, right? I was walking, it fell on my ears. Now what happens next? am I in charge of or not? Yes. I can choose to just walk away and be in the Bhadram mode as opposed to Abhadram mode. That is the idea. Always, may I do this? Why? Because the ears have to be cleaned out. Oh, you mean you put oil and take that yantra and clean it out? No. The ears are kept clean by listening to only the auspicious things, so that the most auspicious thing of all is what? This Shastra. The Shastra is the most auspicious of all. So, two meanings here. First, I prime up the ears to be receptive only to the Shastra. See, the sense organs respond to us only. If we keep giving them a junk food diet, like even the stomach you take, if you keep eating all the time, what are those things? Pizzas, and then what else is there? The donuts, pizzas, and all these other things. Then all salty things, chips and this and that. Then more you eat, the more you will want that only. Simple dal rice becomes just a matter of distaste. But it's the dal rice that is nourishing the body. So this fast food, it is called fast food because very quickly it spoils the stomach. Very fast it is in spoiling the stomach, therefore fast food. So then one develops an addiction. And the people, the manufacturing companies are also extremely clever. You know what they do? They will just put some kind of addictive substance. Monosodium glutamate, something like that, which you may keep wanting more and more of the same thing. And the poor chefs in the ashram, they don't add that. They don't even know what is that to add that in dal and rice. So like this, whatever you see, same thing. If you make the eyes accustomed to certain kinds of things, like useless shows on television, sad shows, useless shows on television, that's what the eyes will crave to see. And then if you make the ears accustomed to hearing all these things which are none of our business. Most of the thing that happens in the universe is none of our business. And in fact, this is the first definition of Swadharma. What is Swadharma means? Minding your own business is Swadharma. Really. And so here, Bhadram Karnebhihi Sriniyama Devaha is a prayer to Bhagavan for two things. First, may I just be in the place of listening to auspicious things so that when the most auspicious thing falls on my ear, I recognize it as the most auspicious. And then I take that to heart. I let that sink in. So the ears must be primed and ready for what? Shravanam of Vedanta Shastra. First meaning. And second meaning, from there, I go to this place of let me hear only Vedanta with the ears. Let me not hear anything else. Let me always hear only Vedanta. Let me be in circles where Vedanta alone is being taught so that only that falls on my ears. So the most auspicious Vidya alone I am hearing. So that's the second and deeper meaning of the first sentence, Bhadram Karnebhi Sriniyama Devaha. And same thing, Bhadram Pashyema. May we see only that which is auspicious in others, in myself, in others. Otherwise, we are on a fault finding spree. Oh, this person is not fit for Vedanta. Why? Because they are only doing this or that. They are not listening properly in the class. So if you are thinking about, if you are monitoring their Shravanam, in that process, what is happening to your Shravanam? Tattvamasi Mahavakya comes and goes. So therefore, it is a good practice to cultivate only seeing the auspicious in everybody. Otherwise, remember, next life, guaranteed proofreader. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Guneshu dosha darshanam, we should not have. Guneshu dosha darshanam means among all the qualities we can pick, we are picking what? The worst things. Worst things. So among all the wonderful qualities are there, I'm parsing all that and making a beeline, going straight towards the worst thing possible and highlighting that in others. No, I'm not doing that in others, I'm doing that in myself. That is also equally bad. That is also equally bad. In fact, Vedanta starts when we stop blaming others and stop blaming ourselves. That is the Prathama Kshana, the first entry point of Vedanta into the heart. First, there is this finger. This finger is called Tarjani. Tarjani means colding finger. It's cold. It goes like this. It goes like this. It's your fault. You did this. You. Why does it do that? Because I hate myself. That's why. And so there's a powerful projection on everybody else. This is a coping mechanism. The coping mechanism of self-loath many times translates into finding fault with everybody else, finding fault with Jagat, finding fault even with Bhagavan. So therefore, this Tarjani is first trained. It is trained to not find fault with everybody. And then after it gets exhausted finding fault with everybody, it says, okay, it's all my fault. I am all wrong. No. So these two extremes are avoided. Neither is the world to blame, nor are you to blame. In fact, the world is a place of joy if we look at it, how it is supposed to be looked at. And this Atma, the I, is also all joy. And so, even though I may not be fully there to see this, I have to cultivate the habit of seeing Bhadram in everybody, in everything. Pujya Swamiji used to tell a very nice story about one Brahmana from his village. Everybody thought he was a simpleton. He never even rose to the category of a priest. He was always some kind of an assistant priest. He would just help people do some things, help the priest do something, just sing. And then he would get some money. And you know what he would do with his money? He would just climb into the bus, go sit in the last seat by the window, take out the tuft which was tied, let it fly away, and then put his head out of the window and just ride the bus the whole day. This was his joyful, outing every week. And then one day he passed away, living his life like this. And people thought, oh, he's just a simpleton, village simpleton, doesn't know anything, doesn't do anything. What is this? But it turned out that people from 3 villages came to his funeral. There was no standing room also in the funeral because all these people said, he was such a wonderful being. We never heard of him say anything bad about anybody. A very innocent and beautiful soul. And then a kind of an endangered species, they said, at the memorial. Endangered species, because why? Nobody is like that. Nobody can be like that. And so, even though everybody thought he was a simpleton, he was actually a very wonderful, evolved person. So, this Bhadram Pashyema, very important. And this, what is that? Bhadram Pashyema Akshibhihi, with the eyes. May I see only that which is wonderful. And whatever I see, even if it's not wonderful, may I take only that which is wonderful. Oh, Yajatraha. Yajatraha, certain kinds of devas only. Ancestors and other devas. Yajatraha. Sthiraihi angaihi tushtuamsaha tanubhihi. Then, after the sense organs, praying for the sense organs to operate properly, to not get into addictive habits, and to fall off the track of Vedanta Shravanam. After that, then the prayer proceeds to address the karmendriyas. Sthiraihi angaihi. O Lord, give me stable limbs. May the hands and legs work. Why should they work? Because they are what is bringing me to the classroom. They should work. Correct? They should work. I should be able to walk. I should be able to sit. That's very important. If I'm not able to sit, then how can I listen? So I should be able to walk. I should be able to sit. So all these angas, here, karmendriyas, they have to cooperate. So let there be your grace. Oh Bhagavan, let there be your grace in keeping this body fit. You see, Vedanta has a bad rap. They say, oh, you are just all about knowledge. You don't really think about the body. The body is not even there. It's not true. Vedanta sees the body as mokshayatanam, a vehicle for moksha. So if I have a car that is taking me from one place to another, it has to be serviced, correct? Oil change has to take place. Servicing, maintenance has to be done. Otherwise, if I just leave it like that, the car will become bekar. Okay? Yeah. So the car will become useless. And so this way, let me have the grace to be able to take care of the body as much as is needed. For what? For the sake of studying this knowledge. We don't go into what is called Prakriti Seva. Prakriti Seva means for every notion about the body, there is a lotion and a potion that I keep applying. No. Some people are like that. Some people are, what is the word for it? Hypochondriac. Hypochondriac means a slight thing happens, they immediately go and take Ramabada, like overkill measures. Yeah. If there is a small thing, they just do overkill measures. Over pampering of the body is not being prayed for here, but the body is acknowledged as an important vehicle that needs to be in prime condition. In prime condition. But what to do? Some bodies are like that old ambassador car. Few you will see on the road. It's called Khatara. Some bodies are like a BMW. But still, we can pray for let it be maintained as long as the knowledge takes place. Let me have this body. Until the knowledge takes place, let me enjoy a stable body. Then the question arises, okay, tathastu, what are you going to do with this stable body? Of course, Vedanta Shravanam is there, but Shravanam is a long process. It's not just for the sake of one class that this Shravanam is being done. It's a continuous, what should I say, a preoccupation. So what are you going to do with this stable body? Tushtuamsaha tanubhihi. So Tushtuamsaha means may we praise you. May we praise you with these bodies. With our bodies, may we praise these devas who are helping us. Vyashema, may we be of service until life lasts. Vyashema devahitam, or maybe we be of service to the devas until Yadayuhu. Yadayuhu means until the God-given lifespan, may we be in the service of Bhagavan. Very beautiful prayer. Then we ask for swasti. Swasti is an indeclinable word, and which means well-being, which has been unfortunately maligned by Hitler, because that is how swasti, swastika, that symbol, which was totally maligned, very sad. So, swasti means very auspicious. Again, it's another word that means auspicious. Everything is all right with the world, with me, with the way of being. Swasti naha, for us. Swasti always takes fourth case. So, swasti naha. Let there be swasti for us. Indro. From Indra. Indra is who? Very strong Bhagavan, gatekeeper of Swarga, God of all gods. And so, Swastinaha, Indro, and who is this Indra? Vriddhashrava. Vriddhashravas. Vriddhashravas means whose fame is all over the place, who has completely grown in fame. See, you Google Indra and see how many hits will come. Everybody knows Indra. You go to Thailand, people know Indra. Even in Malaysia, people know Indra. Indra is very well known. In fact, I met somebody from the Roma culture. There also they know in India. Yeah, sorry, Indra. So, Swastina Indro Vriddhashravaha. And then, may there be swasti for us from the sun, Bhagavan, who is in the form of the sun. Because the sun warms up everything. Without the sun, there is no day, there is no light. And just like the sun wakes up the universe with its presence, blesses the universe and wakes it up, like that, may I also be woken up to my true nature with the sun of knowledge that is implied. Swastinah Pusha Vishwa Veda. Vishwam Vedti, the one who knows everything, because the sun sees everything, knows everything. Bhagavan in the form of the sun, may he be a source of blessing to us who are embarking upon the study of the Upanishad. Swastinas Tarkshyah Arishtanemihi. Tarkshya is Garuda. Garuda is the eagle. I think that's the closest bird we can say, but it's a mythical bird. Garuda, eagle. Let there be swasti from the eagle for us, from Garuda. And what is this Tarkshya? Arishtanemihi. Arishtanemihi means the one of unimpeded path. You see the eagle gliding in the sky, big wingspan, just going like this, nothing can come near it. It has a majestic presence. And the eagle is said to not rest between going from one place, point A to point B, wherever it is going, it just accomplishes its journey. The third thing about the eagle is that it is able to see the forest and the trees at the same time. It's flying above the forest and then it sees one small mouse. Lunch. Swoops almost vertically, swoops and catches that and then soars above and then goes. And so let me have what the eagle has. Oh Bhagavan, let me have what the eagle has. An unimpeded, obstacle-free path for Vedanta. Isn't that nice? Let me just glide through the Upanishads. Let me just glide through the Bhagavad Gita, glide through Viveka Chudamani, and then let me just not have any impediment, no obstacle, no vignas. Adi Daivika Vigna, no, bye bye. Adi Bhautika Vignani, no, tata. And most of all, Adhyatmika Vigna, no more. No more questioning, no more re-questioning. Should I have joined this course? Should I have done this? What am I doing here? And the next holiday has also been postponed. Kya karenge? What to do? What kind of a place have I come to? All this, let it vanish, oh Lord. Garuda is Bhagavan now. Everything is Bhagavan for us. So here we look upon Garuda and say, please give a little bit of your focus. Please give a little bit of your tenacity, your perseverance. Bless us with that so that this whole journey becomes very easy for me. I don't question anything. I just immerse myself in this knowledge, just like you immerse yourself in this journey. Let me just have this wingspan to include the whole forest, and let me not miss the trees. Let me just be in my own glory, which is the glory of this knowledge. And then finally, Swastinaha Brihaspatihi Dadhatu. May Lord Brihaspati. Who is Brihaspati? Guru. Yes. Celestial Guru. Brihaspati. May Brihaspati, the Guru of all Gurus, give us swasti. Because without the blessings of Guru, no knowledge can take place. Blessing, the word blessing here in Sanskrit is called anugraha. Anugraha means blessing. 4 kinds of anugrahas are talked about. I spoke about this earlier, but that was in our last life. So I'm going to repeat it. First is, we need blessing from Bhagavan. That is why we have prayed like this. Bhadram karnevi srinayama devaha. Correct? And then we need blessing from Shastra. Shastra blessing. Shastra has to reveal herself. Shastra cannot reveal. The Upanishad has to reveal herself. She cannot and will not reveal herself until you choose her. There is a kind of a mutual connection here. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyaha Kathopanishad. This Atma is not gained by just listening. Ayyo, what have I been doing till now? Don't ask. Listen to the whole mantra. Nayam Atma Pravachanena Labhyaha. Na medhaya, not by the intellect, na bahuna shrutena, not by listening to hundreds of people. Yamevaisha vrinate tena labhyaha. The one who chooses this Atma, that person only gains this. Tasyaiva Atma Vivrinute tanum swam. For the person who chooses this, then only the Atma reveals it. Shastra Anugraha is there. Shastra Anugraha, Shastra has to bless me. Otherwise, what happens? Om Sahana Bhavatu becomes a lullaby. Purnamadav, wake up call, Suprabhatam. Shastra has to bless. So, Daivanugraha, Shastranugraha, then what else? Guru Anugraha. This is why Brihaspati, here Brihaspati is called to bless this endeavor of studying the Upanishads. Then finally, what's the last one? Atma Anugraha. I have to permit it. If I have surrounded the heart with a stone wall, how will the knowledge go in? The stone pieces with the mortar, all this, and it's a solid stone wall, the knowledge won't go in. So Atmanugraha means the ability to have Shraddha, the ability to be receptive to this knowledge. And the only way to receive this knowledge is to have reverence. Because only when we have reverence and devotion, we can receive. Otherwise, we can kiss this knowledge goodbye. Then again we have Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This we have seen in detail, so I won't spend a lot of time here. So let there be freedom from disturbance, from forces beyond my control, from people in my surroundings, and from within myself. So that is the Shanti mantra. And then let us look at the Upanishad. Mano hi dvividham proktam shuddham cha shuddhameva cha ashuddham kama sankalpam shuddham kama vivarjitam. The mind, manaha, mind. He, indeed. Indeed, the mind, dvividham, twofold. Twofold. Proktam. Proktam means told. Told by who? By the jnanis, by those who know, by the sages. Rishibhihi. So, proktam. The mind, it is said to be twofold. Even one mind I cannot manage. Now you are saying I have two minds. Now I am in two minds whether to study this Upanishad or not. It seems more confusing than enlightening. So, mind, dvividham proktam. Twofold, same mind, it is seen in a twofold way. What is that? Shuddham. Shuddham means what? Pure. Shuddham, pure. Shuddham cha, ashuddham eva cha. Shuddham and ashuddham. Shuddham means pure. Ashuddham must mean what? Impure. Very simple. See, the nice thing about this Upanishad is that the Sanskrit is very easy. Very nice. Shuddham cha, ashuddham eva cha. What is Shuddham? That the Upanishad doesn't want to tell first. Let us get over the bad news first. Yeah, because we ask, even in life, we ask this. I have good news and bad news. What do you want first? And most people will say, what? Give me the bad news. Let's get it over with so that I can enjoy the good news for a long time. Good news, let me enjoy. And then the bad news, give me first. So the Upanishad is catering to that kind of a mentality where we don't want to hang out with the bad news. Let's get it over with. Ashuddham, that which is said to be impure, is what? Kama Sankalpam. Sankalpa means many things. Sankalpa is intent. Just like before puja, we do a statement of intent. We had that January 14th puja, we did a sankalpa. So may everybody be blessed and all these things. May I get knowledge, may I get dharma, artha, kama, moksha, all these are sankalpa. Sometimes you can have a specific puja for the family. May the family be well. All these are called sankalpa. Here, sankalpa means fancy. In the Bhagavad Gita also we will see it is used in the way of fancy. Sankalpa Prabhavan Mama, like that. So fancy, we'll see what that fancy means. It's a very fancy word. And so Sankalpa is what? Is Sankalpa a Sankalpa ridden mind is talked about as what? Ashuddham. And what kind of sankalpa? Kama sankalpa. So the sankalpa, the fancies, which are later going to become what? Desires. Fanciful desires. The mind that is preoccupied with fanciful desires is seen as or told by the rishis, by the jnanis, as impure. And then Shuddham, that which is pure, is what? Kama Vivarjitam. Sankalpa Vivarjitam cha. So, have we looked at all the words? Yeah. So, Kama Sankalpam Ashuddham. Kama Sankalpa, that Sankalpa has to be brought here also. We have to do Anuvritti. Kama Sankalpa Vivarjitam Shuddham. So then, what is this? Mind is of two types, pure and impure. And then what else? The impure mind is possessed of desire. The pure mind is free from desire. What did we get out of this? Nothing. Because do you desire for the desire to be in the mind? Huh? No. Desire comes. Can you get rid of all desires? No. Because even if you make that sankalpa, intention, to get rid of all desires, you will be left with one desire. What is that? The desire to get rid of all desires. I have to get rid of all desires. I have to get rid of all desires. That will be remaining. So now, even though the Sanskrit is simple, this is a trickster Upanishad. Sneaky Upanishad. Sneako-Upanishad. Yes. Very tricky. Tricko-Upanishad, Sneako-Upanishad. It requires a lot of unpacking here. Because it's telling us to do that which is universally not impossible. Sorry, not possible at all. Not possible to be free of desires. For two reasons. One, we already know, because we'll be stuck with wanting to be free of desires. And the other thing is, I don't ask the desires to come. I don't ask the desires to come. So what does it mean here? How to take this as an injunction? How to say, how to follow this even? It's a very, very tricky situation. So therefore, we will have to look at this sankalpa, the word sankalpa, in the form of fancies and kama. We have to look at that a little more in detail. And for that, we can see that we have, go to here first. We'll go to see that it's not that there are two kinds of minds. Here, mind means what? Mind means the thought process, because the thought is just the mind. Many times it is used synonymously. There are two ways of looking at things. Looking at things means how I see things. What is this? Cloud. Okay. I see it, you see it. Why do we see it? Because it is there. Correct? It is there for sight. That's why I see it. That's why you see it. We all see it because it is there. Supposing I said, look at this lovely, unseasonal mango. What will you say? First, you look at each other and say, did I hear mango? And then you will be very polite and you'll say, this cold or fever, whatever she is having, has affected the mind. Till yesterday she was okay. Today something has happened. This has to be the conclusion, correct? Yeah. So, in the first instance, I see it. Why do I see it? Because it is there. I see it because it is there. Very simple. Everything, whatever everybody can see, tables, chairs, carpet, mic, computer, all this, books, other people in the room. I see all these things. Why? Because they are there. This is one way of looking at things. The other way of looking at things is, it is, I see it, therefore it is there. I see it and therefore it is there. This is the second category or the second way of looking at things. What is the example for that? You go to see a friend and the friend frowns at you. What should the friend do? Smile at you. But what does the friend do? Frown at you. Then you come away very, very disturbed. The visit with the frowning friend did not go very well. You come disturbed, and what is the disturbance here? The disturbance is that which is the disturbance is not why is the friend frowning, but what did I do? You see how it becomes about me. It's all about me, 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 me. What did I do? What wrong did I do? Why is he or she frowning at me? Why are they angry? What did I do to make them angry? What will happen now? What will happen to our friendship now? Whenever I need it, she would give me money. Where will I go to borrow money? All these thoughts come in succession like a flood of thoughts. So, first, what did I do? And then after that, what? I didn't do anything. This person is just like that. In fact, their whole family is like that. Everybody must be frowning. It's not just the frowning friend, it's the frowning family. And this is how it is. And so one comes away extremely disturbed. Let's say that in this scenario, there is a mediator who knows both you and the friend. And they come and say, come on, you've had a long friendship. Don't let this spoil for just one frown or one difficult visit. Why don't you just talk it over? I'll help you talk it over. And then it turns out that the friend had had some bad news and was having a bad day. And then what did I do? Make it all about myself. So, this is the second way of looking at it. I see it, therefore it is true. I see it, and therefore it's got to be true. So, the first way of looking at things, the flower is there, and therefore I see it, is called Vyavaharika Drishti. When empirical vision an empirical vision, Vyavaharika Drishti. And then, meaning, I have eyes, something is there, the eyes reveal the color and the form, therefore I see it. And the other one is called Pratibhasika Drishti. Pratibhasika means subjective. So, Vyavaharika Drishti, objective vision, and then what else? Pratibhasika Drishti, subjective vision. And if we honestly take a look at the mind, there is more and more of the subjective vision and less of the objective vision. More and more pratibhasika, more and more filters through which I see and interpret what I see based on my own ideas. In fact, I have built mansions of ideologies. You know, like we say, skyline. Skyline means what? The big buildings in the industrial area. New York skyline means you will see all these buildings. Chicago skyline. So here I have not just one building, but a whole skyline of them. All these things are there. It's all there in order to protect me. And I make these mansions of various assumptions, presumptions, mansions of desire, mansions of wrong thinking, wrong notions, fears, tears. All these are the raw materials for this mansion. Where did these raw materials come from? I excavated them from the unconscious mind. I excavated them. Antique materials. Antique materials. Doors, windows, doorknob, everything. Floor, ceiling, pillars. All of them made of memories, desires, wrong understanding, fears, tears. And then I have a whole lot of mansions. First, I build myself a mansion, and then I start to stay in the mansion. Alas, the door locks itself. Help! Let me out! Then what happens? Let's say Bhagavan hears the prayer, and out of this ridiculous set of notions, which is mansion number 1, I am let out only to go into mansion number 2 and 3 and 4. These mansions, as long as they are standing, no knowledge can take place. These mansions have to be dismantled, categorically dismantled. How to do that is the project of this Upanishad. More we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।